come on, we'll figure it out eventually. Don't be shy. Is there anyone from USA here? I feel there is. No? Why not? What's happened to them? Is there any Germans in? Alright, so it's a country zone. I didn't say that. I definitely didn't say that. Do we have anyone from overseas? Show yourself. I can feel. Hello, where are you from? Where are you from, darling?
Australia.
Oh, whereabouts in Australia, darling?
Queensland.
Queensland, that's a place. I've fact checked that. Well done. Anyone else? Oh, where are you from?
Canada.
Canada. Oh. That accent wasn't convincing, was it? You live in Denmark. I love that. She's disassociating herself massively. Fuck yes. And anyone else from overseas? We got anyone from Europe? No? Where are you from, darling?
Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Oh, she lives in Denmark. So Larkhak is represented. All I know about Denmark, I know all else about it. I really don't. So guys, I'm going to give you a content warning. This room's fucking boiling. If you've got jumpers on, take them off. You've got a coat on. Is this a stripper coat or are you naked underneath? Not that kind of show. I couldn't be a lesbian. I can't even eat an oyster. Do you know what I mean? There's no amount of lemon is going to deal with that. 5 check there. So I swear. I don't swear a wee bit, I swear a ton, right? And I love swearing, and I tell you, I've got 2 teenage children, 2 ex-husbands, I'm middle-aged and I'm Scottish. I've plenty of reasons to fucking swear, all right? So I'm going to be swearing a lot. If you're offended at that, you can fuck off, right? Also, this show is entirely about sex, okay? So if you're offended at jokes about willies and tits and a wee bit of swearing, and if you're offended at that in a world where Donald Trump's allowed to breathe, you can fuck off, right? And this is the moment where you're either a prude or a fascist if you walk out, right? And everyone's judging you. So that's the vibe check. We're all okay with that. Nobody's going to be freaking out in the middle and going, oh, she said cunt, because I will. I use all the words, right? And I don't use them for effect. I just like fucking swearing. I do. Where is she?
She is constipated.
She's constipated. She is constipated, right? She has to come now or I'm giving her seat up to another human being. If she's squeezing out a turtle in the toilet, I feel somehow that she's given up her seat for someone else.
She can squeeze in here.
No, you can't, darling. They'll kick me in the nuts if I do that. We've got one seat down here. If this girl stops shitting herself, does anyone want it? Does anyone want a single seat? Is there a seat? There's 2 seats. Can we just use you with the blonde hair? Come on, darling, and you come and have a seat. No. He's. Oh well, you fuck off then. Okay. Fuck off then. We've got 2 seats here, so if anyone comes in, they can get them. Don't tell her not to push her bills. She'll get hemorrhoids, right? Put your phone away. Don't worry about her, darling. Okay. Has she been on the ketamine? Is that so? I know a thing or two about drugs. I do. Right, let's get the bus back on track, right? Okay. So the show is called Abs Flab. Originally, it was going to be about never being thin enough for my mum. Has anyone got a judgmental bitch of a mother? Yes. Okay. Is anyone the judgmental bitch of a mother? Ooh. See how they turned on you. I was never thin enough for my mum. The only pictures my mum has of me on the wall are what she calls my Princess Di phase, when I was mentally unwell and doing tons of fucking coke, right? And she's like, oh, you're as thin as a whip in those pictures. If you zoom in on them, you can see crusts of cocaine up my nostrils. And that's the only time I was ever thin enough for my mum, and it gave me body dysmorphia, right? Well, do you ever think, though, maybe you don't have body dysmorphia, but you actually are a fat, ugly cunt? That's a good joke, isn't it? I took the day off when I wrote that one. But like when I was growing up, like we didn't know about things like body dysmorphia. We didn't know about anything. We didn't know about autism, anxiety, depression. We didn't even know about homosexuals. Honestly, I was in love with Boy George for years. I wanked his poster. Do you know what I mean? We had no clue. We had no moral compass. If we were unhappy, we just had to be sad cunts walking about going, I fucking hate my life. That was it. We didn't have anything that we could say, this is actually what's wrong with me. So I had body dysmorphia and it shaped my life. It made me uncomfortable being naked. And that's what the show was going to be about. And then my life took a wee bit of a turn and my marriage of 20 years came to an end. Oh, don't be sorry. He had a small dick. He did. He gave me half a coke and I took half his pension, right? Okay. I wish that wasn't true, but it fucking is. So I was married for 20 years. Who's divorced? I can smell pockets of divorce in this room. I can have my divining ward of divorce. Is anyone divorced in? You're working on it. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. I love that. Fellow slut. Well done, darling. Well, I've been married for 20 years, and at the end of a marriage, there's very little sex. There's very little sex. I would say I hadn't really had a shag for about 5 years. I know it's hard to imagine. What's the longest you've done without, darling?
A few hours, maybe.
A few hours. You're a gay man then, I take it. Yes, you fucking are. Yes, you fucking are. In those toilets, darling. Go and find out the lassie that can't get the shit out. You could knock it out. You could. Too much. I kind of hate that I said that. Sorry, darling. What a shocker I am. Yeah, so I had sex for 5 years, and a friend of mine says, go on Tinder, you'll get your hole. Now, this is a beautiful Scottish expression, which means to make love quite vigorously. And it doesn't really translate into other languages because it's just got a particular aggression about it. Where are you from, my darling? The Hebrides, right, that's quite a soft accent, that's quite nice, it's quite nice and it's gentle. Where are you from, darling?
Marlow.
Where's Is that a place?
Near London.
Near London, all right, so you're a cunt, right, thank you. Thank you for your service, thank you. No, what's your name, darling?
Rory.
Rory, oh, isn't that nice? He wants to be Scottish so bad. You can, darling, you can, okay? So, Rory, is this your girlfriend? Sister. Oh. Older sister, right, so, you, right, okay, like, older sister, not creepy at all, right, well done, darling. So, Rory, you're going to pretend that you're in love with an older Scottish comedian, and you've just, are you straight, darling?
Bye.
Well, that's everyone, you greedy fuck. Stop. Here she comes, she pinched one out. Up she comes! Come on! How was it, darling? Was it a big one or a small one? It took a while, we fucking know! We've been waiting, that was like the fucking moon landing, wasn't it? One giant shit for mankind. Sorry, darling. You've missed so much, my darling. Rory, come here, darling. I can't get to you. Come on, Rory. Oh, I didn't say get on the stage. Get down there, you fucking...
It's a habit.
I know it is. Fucking bisexuals want everything, don't they? Everything, you greedy fuck. Right. So, Rory, you're going to look me in the eye and you're going to ask me, because you're going to try this, right? In your best London accent, you're going to say, you want to get your hole, okay? In a nice Scottish accent, okay?
Scottish?
In a Scottish accent, right? And this isn't that we're going to love this. You want to get your hole. You ready? This is your moment, my darling. Let's go.
You want to get your hole?
Well done, darling. No, thank you. Now we're going to see if an actual Scotsman can do a better job of it. He's a wee bit gay and I'm worried, right? He says he's from the islands, but I think that's a euphemism for just a raving homosexual. You're so cute, honestly. I'd be gay for you, darling. I would. All right, you ready? You want to get your whole...
Elugiri in Kergalaket.
Oh! Fuck yes! Oh! Fucking hell! That was so cute. Look at her face. She'd suck your cock right now. She didn't know there was Gaelic. Always works, you dirty wee fucker. Holy shit, that was something else, wasn't it? I don't know what to make of that. I need to be drinking. Oh, sorry, Rory, but you're fucking shit.
Can't compete.
You can compete, darling. I love that you know that. That's well done, darling. So I went on to... So I'm quite taken aback by that. This is the night we're filming it. Fucking you better be filming this, Corey, because this is good fucking footage, okay? This is going viral, you wee fucker, right? And we'll do all those subtitles and it'll be a middle-aged woman loses her vagina for a guy from Morecambe. Nah, it's lovely. I went on Tinder. Is anyone on the apps? I sense there's a lot of Grindr action in here. I did go on Grindr because you never know. You never know. You never know, because I think all men are a wee bit gay, just a wee bit 10% gay. Because every guy I've ever shagged at some point's tried to put their cock up my arse. And they always say the same thing. Oh, sorry, babe, I didn't know. You fucking know! You fucking know, right? Because a 10-kilo baby can come out the front hole in the biggest shit you've ever done. It's about that size, sorry, darling. It was that size, okay. Holy shit. Fucking eat a vegetable, you fucking Jesus fuck. Oh, it's the Scottish diet, isn't it, darling? It's no healthy. It's honest to God. Honest to God. Honestly, I feel for you, sweetheart. I do. So I went on Tinder and I matched with a guy, and we'll call him Daniel because that's his fucking name, right? And Daniel and I had so much in common, so many shared interests, so many shared likes. The only real difference between us was the 30-year age difference. And that is not older, I'm not fucking 90-year-olds, all right? He was 28 and I was 58, and we arranged to meet, and he came in my hotel room in Melbourne, and I opened the door, and he's 6'2", and he's got a bald head, and I love a bald head because you can wipe them clean when you're done with them. You like that one, Rory, don't you? Fucking yes, you do, darling. I need a beard, and I love a beard because it acts like Velcro down. You just get them in position, lock your legs, and you can stay there. You've done the fucking job, right? And just so you know, boys, that will not be achieved in under 5 fucking minutes, right? Because when we're given a blowjob, right, you know what I'm talking about, don't you, darling? Rory does. When we're given a blowjob, we do it with enthusiasm. You know, like I'm licking it like a Mr. Whippy on a hot date. I'll even eat the flake, do you know what I mean? But guys, when you get your opportunity and you get your chance down there, you approach it like you're about to lick the world's hottest chili. You need to do equal strokes, right? That's all I'm saying. So in comes Daniel, and the first thing Daniel sees is on my coffee table a bag of prescription drugs, right? And he's let's party, and I'm like, yeah, fair enough. And he pulls out the first bottle, and it's my stool softeners, darling. And I said, oh, they're vitamins, and he puts them back. And then he gets out the next one, starts to crush it up on the coffee table. It's my HRT. He thinks he's going to get off his tits. He's going to grow tits, you know? And he said, let's get naked and let's get into bed. Now, I hadn't really, I joined Tinder just out on a whim, right? Because I thought, what I'm going to do is, because I've been in 2 long-term relationships, really married for 35 years, because I was married to a Scottish guy, and he left me after I had a terrible accident. Aww. When I accidentally snorted 10 lines of coke and fucked my gym instructor, okay? Whoopsies. Jerry Graham from Aberdeen. You can Google him, he's quite handsome. And so I had been married for 15 years, then 20 years to my Australian husband. So I'd been in long-term relationships 35 years. This is the first time I've been single in 35 years. And so I just wanted to make sure everything worked and that it hadn't healed over, right? I needed to just fire one out the tubes, do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to get, so when Daniel comes into the room and he's like, let's get naked, if I'm entirely honest, I hadn't really thought about getting naked. I thought we could do it through the zip. You know, just, do you know like you did at school, a wee bit fumbling in physics, you know, just, because fingering's coming back, right? And I thought we could maybe do that. I hadn't actually visualised being naked with him, right? And the truth is, I do have body dysmorphia, you know, and like, I breastfed my children, right? And I didn't want Daniel seeing my saggy tits. Honestly, if I leave the house without a bra on, I'm scared a dog will suckle me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, he's not going to love that, because young girls, your tits are lovely. They're like wee panna cotta jellies, aren't they? You can lick your own nipples if you want at this age. I'd need the tongue of a giraffe to reach mine. That's where they start, and then they start that droop, and they droop, and they keep on drooping, and one day you wake up and they're pointing right down. Do you know where they're pointing? The fucking grave. That's where you're headed. Guys, you're laughing, but your balls are on a journey too, aren't they? So Daniel said, let's get naked. And as I take my jumper off, I take my bra off, and he looks at me in the eyes and he went, nice tits. And I thought, if you don't mind them, you won't mind a hairy fanny. Because I had also not managed to get waxed, right? Because I wasn't anticipating actually shagging anyone. And young people, you're all as bald as bloody tunas, and every fucking hair in your body fucking removed instantly. Leave it alone, honestly. There'll come a day you look down, your pubes aren't even curly anymore, honestly. Mine are so straight, they've got a quiff, right? Leave your pubes alone. So anyway, I hadn't, and I thought, fuck, he's going to judge me, because I'd said I was 48 on Tinder, right? Because we all lie on dating apps, we do, don't we? And I thought, fuck, he's going to judge the fuck out of me. And the last time I'd got waxed, I went for a Brazilian, because they're good at deforestation. And the girl had said to me, she said, get undressed and hop up on the bed, right? Now, I'm 5'2", I'm 58, I don't fucking hop, right? I got on that bed and I was like a seal on the permafrost, trying to get into the middle of it. And she watches me awkwardly do this, then she comes across and goes, and lowers it for her, the passive-aggressive bitch. And then she starts waxing me and she's like, 8 strips in, she's only halfway across. And she went, I've run out of wax strips, she'll need to come back tomorrow. I said, are you kidding? I looked down, half of me's hairy, half of me's bald. It looked like my fanny'd had a stroke. It's the only stroke it's had in a while, mind. So I hadn't waxed, and I was like, oh, Daniel's going to know I'm not 25, you know. And so I dropped my trousers, I dropped my knickers. Daniel looks at me and he goes, full bush retro fuck, let's go! I'm like, retro fuck? How did I get to be that fucking old, you know? And so we get in bed and we're having sex, and it's fine. It's one of those shags, do you know when they're like, they're all right, but you kind of, I know this is hard for the guys to imagine, but women can tune out. Do you know what I mean? It's like, like men, when a man starts shagging, they're on it, till they're done, eh? Oh, like, women wear like that. I might have spaghetti on Thursday, but I'll need to take it out the freezer Wednesday. Don't know if I've any parmesan. This is cruel, isn't it? I don't care. So I tuned out a wee bit, right? So it was fine. Everything worked and it was good, right? And I was like, this is okay. And in the middle of it, he said, do you know it'd be hot? And the wee voice at the back of my head was saying, if you had a bigger dick. But I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't. I thought it inside voice, right? And as he said, do you know it'd be really hot? If you got on top of me and you ride me, right? Now, I can't remember the last time I fucking rode anything, right? I will not even go on a push bike, do you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, get on top and ride me. And I'm like, no, I am a lazy bitch, right? I don't mind being fucked, but I'm not the fucker, do you know what I mean? I'll drink the tea, but I'm no fucking making it, do you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, get on top and ride me, Gill. And I'm like, no. I like, it's been so long, I can't remember last time. I'm 58, right? And honestly, I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't think I've actually done that in the last 30 years. And now I've got arthritis. I don't think I can. My knees don't bend worth shit. I've got the knees of a penguin. I can't fuck. You need knee function for that shit, don't you, right? And I was like, fucking hell, if I don't do this, he's going to know I'm not fucking 48. And I'm panicking like fuck. And then I was like, think quick, Gill, there's got to be a way around this. And then I remembered I was quite good at maths at school. So I did an isosceles triangle. I did the length of the bed, the height of Daniel's cock, the 30-degree travel of my knees. I did the Pythagoras theorem. I was like, you can ride the cock, Gill. This is possible. Get on board, Gill. You can do it. The math says you can do it. You can do it. But I've got no cartilage in my right knee and my left knee's on the way out. You need to be fucking conservative, all right? So what I did is I straddled Daniel and I just lowered myself onto him so carefully, so gently. It was like the Hubble telescope docking into the International Space Station, right? Boom, 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 boom. I'd miscalculated. Because Daniel had shaved his balls, giving the illusion of an extra inch of cock. Throwing my maths off horribly, and now I'm stuck on the tip of his cock in a no man's land. I was like a rubber duck in a bath. I'm just bobbing up and down. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, it's new, Daniel. He's like, yeah, it's hot. And I was like, yeah. And I'm just bouncing about, nothing's happening. And I thought, I'll do the porno voice, get me over the edge. And I'm like, ugh. And he's like, yeah, that's hot. And I went, yeah, it is, isn't it? And still nothing's happening. And he went, take it all, Gill, take my big dick. And I went, no. He went, take my big dick. And I went, no, Daniel, you're too big. If a woman says you're too big, they're lying. Babies are fucking massive, right? And I'm just bouncing, and I know, Daniel, you're too big. And he's like, take it, take my big cock. And then he pushes me back. My right knee dislocates. My left knee cracks, and I drop down right on his cock, and I go, ah! And he goes, you love it, you dirty bitch. So I peel myself up often and I crawl on my knees back to the sofa, right? And I'm on the sofa and he's watching me crawl across towards the sofa and he goes, I love it when I fuck someone so hard they can't walk. So I get back to the sofa and he goes, I'll stay tomorrow and we can do it again. I was like, I'm going to be at the chiropractor tomorrow. So the next day comes, I'm actually in hospital being assessed by a nurse called Elaine who's 22, right? And I'm in a wheelchair, my leg is elevated, right? And she goes, "Did you have a fall, dear?" I was like, "Yes, Elaine, I fell on Daniel's cough." And then I got a message and it's Daniel and he went, "Last night was fucking incredible." He said, "But I just want to check in with you. Do you have the morning after pill?" I'm 58. Out of the confidence of a young man who thinks their sperm is so potent it can impregnate one fossilized egg. And he goes, "Oh, you can never be," he goes, "I just need to check in." And he says, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, we're good, Daniel." He says, "You can never be too sure." I went, "You fucking can, Daniel." "You fucking can. I haven't had a period since 1974, Daniel. We're good." And that was my first shag. And I realised that to write a show for Edinburgh, I needed more research. I did. And the next guy I met was called Christopher. And Christopher was 6'8". And there's only one question you're going to ask someone who's 6'8", and that is everything in proportion? And he said, "Yes, it is." And I went, "We are going to dinner, okay?" And he came and picked me up, and he had a really flash car. It was a McLaren supercar, right? And he came and picked me up in this, and he was 6'8", and he had a beanie hat on, and he had a beard, and as I say, and he was quite, to be honest, I didn't fancy him that much. I just wanted to see the big dick. I did. I've never seen a proper big one. Has anyone seen a proper whopper? Is there, woo, all right, proper whopper fans. How big? What's their estimated tonnage? What are we dealing with?
16 centimeters?
16 centimetres?
No, sorry, 20.
What's that, 20? Oh, well, obviously up or down, yeah. That's, anyone know what that is in inches? Because like, we don't do it in millimetres. 8, right, okay, so that's a nice, what about you, darling? How big? 9. Have we got any increase? We've got 9, we've got 9, 8, any advance on 8? So I've never seen a big one, right? And I've always wanted to see one, just like a David Attenborough moment. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to see a big one. The only big one I've ever seen is I remember when I took my kids to the zoo when they were wee, right? And all day they were going, "Can we go to see the elephants, right?" And all day, I know, and I'd been avoiding it all day, right? And we get to the zoo, right? And we get to the elephant enclosure, and it was in the afternoon. Mr. Elephant was relaxing, right? And he's got his 5th leg out, right? And my son goes, "Mummy, why has that elephant got 5 legs?" I says, "There's another elephant stood behind him. It's an optical illusion." And I thought I got away with that. And then my daughter said, "Mummy, why is that leg pink?" And I says, "He's got sunburn." And I thought I've got to distract them. So I took them to the marmoset monkey enclosure, those wee tiny monkeys, and these cute wee things, and they're gambling about on the fence. And my son's 5, 6 maybe, and my daughter's a year younger. So he says, "Get your phone out, Mum, and take a picture." I'll go into my bag to get my phone. By the time I come out, Mr. Marmoset Monkey is wanking its tiny fucking honestly, its dick was the size of a grain of rice, and it's fucking going at it. It's like fucking, and my son says, "Mummy, what's wrong with the monkey?" I said, "He's itchy. He's very itchy." And it's fucking wanking so hard, it comes in its own mouth. We have never been back to the zoo. So I just wanted to see a big willy, just once in my life, right? Before I die, I wanted to see a big one, I did. So I wanted to see a big one, and so we're having dinner, me and Christopher, and it's all going well, and he said, "Do you want to come back to my place?" And I was like, "Absolutely," because I want to see the willy, right? And I didn't fancy him that much, but he might have a big willy, and he's got a nice car, so let's go for it, right? So we get home at his place. I drink a whole bottle of champagne, right? And do you know when you're that fucking hammered? He went to the toilet, came back. I was completely naked. You know, we hadn't even kissed, right? I was like that. Woohoo! I just wanted got to see the fucking willy, right? And he starts getting undressed and he gets his trousers off, gets his knickers out, and then I got my first glance of this thing, right? It was so fucking big, right? It wasn't even angry at this point and it's down at his knees, right? And I'm looking at that thinking, you're going to puncture a lung, you know? Like the maths does not work out, right? And I'm thinking, I have to see it in action. So I did a wee dance, and that was enough. Men are suckers for that shit. And it started its ascent. It started, honestly, it's on its way up. It's so fucking big, it's like a sundial. There was a shadow on the wall, right? I checked my watch, it was 3:15, accurate as fuck, right? It was so fucking big on its way up. It was so big, it dispersed air and fluffed my fringe. I was like, ah! And it was coming towards me. It was like it was 3D. It was like one of those airships. It was like the Hindenburg, you know? And I'm like, holy shit, look at the size of that. And I look up and he's still got his fucking hat on. And I'm like, that's an incredible cockpit. Why have you got your hat on? And he said, I'm bald. I said, I know you're bald, it doesn't matter. And he takes his hat off and he is bald. But not quite bald. He's got about 10 hairs that are about 12 inches long. And because he's pulled the hat off, the static electricity has raised them up. There's a ceiling fan, right? And they're dancing above his head. It was like a snake charmer. I was like, oh! And then I made a joke about it and he didn't laugh. And I thought, for fuck's sake, what does it take to make you laugh? I thought, you haven't fucking laughed at any of my jokes all day and I'm a funny bitch. Do you know what I mean? I hadn't laughed at one of them and I thought, why haven't you laughed? You haven't even smiled. I don't think you've got teeth. I was like, is this possible? And then I'm racking my brain to think about what the pictures on Tinder were like. I was like, I can't remember seeing any teeth. There's no teeth, no teeth, no teeth. I have to find out. So I got my finger and I did that sexy thing, you know, where you poke it in their mouth. I don't know what that means, but... And he saw the finger coming and he blocked me with his lips. And I was like, fuck, I need to find another way to find out. And I says, Chris, bite my shoulder. And then he comes towards me and he outflanked me and he came round behind and he started biting my shoulder and my neck, but it was like being gummed by a car. It just made this weird fucking suckering feeling, fucking unbelievable. But see, if you ever find yourself in a position with a man who's no teeth, that suction, if you can position it correctly, it was like a limpet on a rock, I tell you. He was down there so long I had to prise him off with a butter knife, right? And I shagged him, I did. Well, I shagged a bit of it, to be fair, you know. Do you know, like when you get a jumbo sausage roll from Greg's, you're like, I'll fucking eat the lot. I fucking didn't, right? And a week after that, he asked me to marry him. I know he wanted to marry me. It was going to be this huge big thing. He'd picked out the ring and everything and asked me what car I'd like. And the whole thing was steaming ahead. And then I asked him, why have you got no teeth? And he blocked me and it was over. I know. But what a close escape. Because he may have had the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life and a really smart car. But how can you forgive the fucking alfalfa splits? Do you know what I mean? And no teeth. Do you know what I mean? None of it made any sense. So now I'm back in Australia and I meet a guy called Sean. And Sean is Canadian. It's your dad, darling. I'm in the Gold Coast in Australia, which is really, it's like a big beach and there's fuck all else really. It's quite nice, but it's boring as fuck, right? And Sean was a lovely guy. We'd met on Tinder and he said to me, would you like to go to a party? And I hate parties. The last party I'd been to was Tupperware and they made me buy one of those beetroot strainers, do you know, and I'd never fucking used it and it's traumatized me, right? And I said, I don't really like parties, Sean. He says, you'll like this party, Jill. It's a sex party. He says, it's a swingers party. And I'm like, fuck yes, we're going to the party. Just because I wanted to write material. And if I'm entirely honest, I'd been in a long-term relationship so long that I thought maybe this is the time that I try to be bisexual, you know, Rory. You know, that maybe I'll be a lesbian, maybe, well, I won't, I can't even eat an oyster, do you know what I mean? I thought maybe I'll try all the things the young people do, pegging and rimming and eating arse and squirting like a fire hose, right? I'm gonna do it all, tonight's the night. And I decided, I don't want to go to my grave without trying shit. So tonight, I'm being a vanilla motherfucker, I'm gonna do it now. So we go to this party and Sean said to me, let's go and find if any of the rooms are available. And we get to the first room and there's this couple having sex and you're so close to them. Like where you are there is the bed. And I'm stood in the doorway and it's a very big plus size woman astride a very spindly man, right? And honest to God, she's going to town on him, right? There's fuck all wrong with her knees, do you know what I mean? She's fucking mashing into him, like honestly, it was like, whoa, she's got, and Sean said to me, what do you think? I said, I think we should put a pillow under his neck. It's a really dangerous angle, you know? Orthopaedically, I'm worried for him. And he goes, does that not turn you on? And I said, no, I can smell her arse. No, but in porn, you're like, oh, that's hot. But when you can, I smelled his feet, her arse. I was like, I couldn't disassociate from it. You know, I was like that, looking in my purse for some Chanel. Oh, you know. And he's like, do you not find this hot? And I said, not really, Sean. He says, I tell you what you will find hot, Jill. There's an orgy room. Do you want to go there? And I'm like, yeah, all my life, Sean, I've wanted to go in an orgy. I hadn't, right? But I'm playing along with it, right? I'm like trying to be like, I'm trying to be really, really progressive, right? And we get to the orgy room and it's a big room like this. It's quite dark, like this. They were all naked, like this. I couldn't see anything, right? It's just pitch black, right? But what you could hear is what sounded like someone mopping a floor with a string mop, you know. And I was like, maybe somebody spilt a can of Coke or something in there. I just don't know. And then your eyes become adjusted to the light, and all of a sudden I could see the shadowy figures of about 5 or 6 people all locked into each other, nose to tail to nose. It was like the hungry caterpillar, right? I honestly, and I'm looking at it thinking, how do they find the holes in the dark? Have you ever tried to plug in a bedside lamp at night? You need the big light on, you know. It's like, look, how are they doing that? And Sean said, do you want to join in, Jill? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't know where to join in. I don't know which point you join in. I think it'd be a bit like, you know, like with jump ropes. She'd be like, when, I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't know when to join in. He says, do you want to join in? I says, no. I said, because I don't think they've changed that sheet in a while, you know. I says, I think the sperm count's higher than the thread count. I don't want a part of it, really. And I said, if I'm honest, I'm not really that sure that I like this public display of sex. I'm finding it a wee bit, it's making me a wee bit anxious. He said, I tell you what, Jill, why don't we go to the sex dungeon? It'll be private and we can have a lot of fun. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I've always wanted, right? Fucking hell, right? So we get there. I'm really, really struggling and I'm sobering up, to be honest, right? You know, I was desperate looking around for someone for some coke, do you know what I mean, to get on board. And I was like, fuck it. We're getting the sex dungeon. He opens it and there's all this equipment in this room and there's like a big crucifix on the wall. And Sean says, why don't I tie you up to that and we'll have a bit of fun? And I thought, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. And so I get undressed and I'd bought some really sexy underwear, right? $7 from Temu, right? Shut up, don't judge me, I'm a cheap bitch, right? And it was like all sort of studs and straps. In the picture it looked amazing. In reality, I did look like a chipolata sausage caught in a spider's web, right? There was a corresponding bulge of fat for every one of the straps, right? And it had this like string at the front. I think I had it on back to front, if I'm honest. Do you know when you've done that and you're like, I don't think this is right. This doesn't feel right. It's right up my chuff, right? It's like fucking so far up my chuff, I could not, honest to God, right? I could barely breathe, right? Like you in the toilet, darling, right? And he's like, oh, that's hot. And I'm like, yeah. So he handcuffs me to one handcuff. And then he goes to do the next one. But Sean's lied about his height on Tinder, right? He said he's 5'9", he's barely 5'7". The poor love couldn't fucking reach out, right? And he said the sexiest thing a man has ever said to me, he said, hang on in there, I'll go to reception for a footstool, right? So now I'm hanging by one handcuff, and this fucking bodysuit is so far up my chuff. I'm no joking, right? I'd increased my inside leg by about 2 inches, right? And then this couple wander in, right? And I'm just hanging there, and the guy said, oh, this looks good. And he comes along and he starts to pluck on the string like a fucking ukulele. Doink, 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 doink. I'm like that every time he did it. The arsehole hairs in my... Honestly, it was getting embedded. It was like cotton candy round the... Honestly. I thought, you're going to have to surgically remove this from me. And he's like, blink, blink. And his wife or girlfriend or whoever she was, she came and started tweaking my nipples, right? Honestly, like she's tuning in a fucking radio, right? And I'm like, what? Knock yourself out. I've breastfed children. They're as sensitive as a welding mitt, you know? I can't feel fucking anything, right? And I said, this is meant to be a private room. And he said, oh, you're Scottish. We've always wanted to visit Scotland. I believe it's amazing in August for the tattoo. I said, can we do the tourist shit another time? So Sean comes back and they leave, and he locks the door this time, daft cunt, right? And then he handcuffs me to the other one, and then he starts working on my feet, and he's taken for ages. And I said, Sean, what is taking so long? And he said, to be honest, Gill, for a small girl, you've got quite chunky ankles. So now I'm fully in Scotland. I look like a rotisserie chicken, right? And he said, now you're my prisoner. What do you want to do? I says, I want to go to the toilet, Sean. And he says, I tell you what would be hot. He says, you can piss on me. I says, you're out of luck, champ. I need a shit. The weight had pushed everything. You know what I'm talking about, Danny. Gotta go, you gotta go. Do you know what I mean? And so he undoes the handcuffs. I go to the toilet. I'm sitting in the toilet. I'm doing my poo, darling. And then I hear this wee knock on the door. And I says, it's occupied. And a guy's at the door and he went, can I come in and watch? I said, I'm doing a shit. He said, can you leave it in the bowl for me? I says, that's something I can do. I'll write my name, I'll be like the Turin Shroud. So I left there, I went back to the dungeon. Now Sean is sitting there, he's scrolling on his phone, he's looking agitated. And I knew at this point I hadn't really fulfilled the brief of going to a sex, you know what I mean? I was like, I'd done nothing. And I thought, I've got to do something before Sean really fucking goes off me. And I look across and there's a sex swing. And it's like two long struts and there's a hole in the middle of it, right? And I jump into it, but I get in at a weird angle and my legs are up in the air and it's pushing everything down through that bodysuit. Honest to God, I looked in the mirror. It looked like a fucking long-haired guinea pig was trying to escape, right? Like, I tell you, you want to lose weight, all you have to do is glance at yourself side on in a sex dungeon. You'll never eat a fucking cake again, right? And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. I can't do it. I've shat in the toilet. I've seen an orgy. I've seen some bloody big bird with bad knees. You know, I was like, I can't do this. And there's a chain and a handle, and I pull myself out of it. I was like, I have to get out of this. I can't do this. And as I pull it, a red light goes on the wall. And Sean goes, oh. And I went, what do you mean, oh? He says, you've engaged the glory holes. And there's about 10 holes on the wall, and the first cock comes out, and another. There's 4 out now. I hit the first one. It disappears, and another one, and I hit it. And the faster I hit them, the quicker they disappear. They keep coming and coming and coming. And Sean goes, Gill, you're not meant to hit them, you're meant to suck them. I says, I tell you what, Sean, I will suck 1 cock for every cock that you suck. I says, let's start with 5. You can go first. And God love him, because he's Canadian and they'll do fucking anything to be liked, right? He gets on his knees and he starts sucking all these cocks, and he was doing a lovely job of it, I tell you. There's no one knows their way about a cock better than a man. You know what I'm talking about, Rory. Hey. And I'm just sitting watching him, right? It's just unfolding, and eventually he finishes off the 5th guy. He turns around and he goes, all right, he goes, it's your turn now, Gill. I was like, nah, it's no for me. No for me, Sean. I don't think so. I says, I want chicken nuggets, I do. I want to go home, I want chicken nuggets. I've realised I'm not as fucking sex positive as I thought I was, and this truly isn't for me. So he was in and he had a beard, and there was bits in his beard. I know, and it wasn't mayonnaise. And we're driving home, and he's not speaking to me, right? He's not even looking at me, because I know he's disappointed. And I thought about the year I'd had, because writing this show was originally going to be just about the fun it is of Tinder. But what actually it did for me is it healed my pathological fear of talking about sex. It stopped me being embarrassed about sex, and actually stopped me feeling like I was repressed. And after doing this show, I've realised that you can have fun with sex, you can talk about it. And it's the thing that ruined both my marriages, is the silence that crept into our marriages and relationships when you can't talk about sex. So it doesn't matter what kind of relationship you have, whether you want sex, whether you don't, have the conversations. Don't make it be weird. If you want a thumb up your arse, knock yourself out, you know, but trim your nails, do you know what I mean? So after a year of doing that, I'd come full circle, there you go. I'd come full circle, and I got to a point where I'm actually all right again. And after all this, I've realised that I'm okay, and I don't hate myself so much anymore. And after all this, I'm in love again. I'm in love with me. I am, for the first time in my life. And yesterday I turned 59, and I've never felt happier about myself or more comfortable about my own body and where I'm at in the universe. And when you look at older people and you think we're all dead from the neck down, we're all the fucking same, right? We're all doing the same freaky shit. The only difference is how crepey your skin is, all right? So go out there and take away from my show that you should have conversations about sex, and just know that there's one thing that connects us all. It's a beautiful thing. And yesterday, in actual fact, I have found love as well. I've found a lovely man, and he flew in from Australia yesterday for my birthday. And I'd just like to say that's how good my pussy is, all right? this is my second last show of the Fringe, and honestly, it's been the best of the whole run. I can't honestly thank you so much. You've made a lovely old woman happy. Okay, guys, this is it's an unticketed event, but I hope you'll be generous afterwards. I can take card or cash. I got a scone and a cup of tea at the art gallery shop today, and it cost me £10.50. Now, I'm not saying I'm better than a scone and a cup of tea, but you will shit that out tomorrow, my darling. And can I also ask you all to follow me on Instagram, because my kids think I'm a loser. My name's Gill Cordiner. You've been fucking delightful.